that you're curious, I know that you're strong. But life can be furious and things can go wrong. You go, we're better off tomorrow. But who knows if we get joy or sorrow. Stay true to that fire in your heart and your soul. Don't drench your desire in what you can't control. We fly, try so hard to get there. And we might be lost but not forever. There's things in life you simply need to know. But sun and rain and trust in letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering, before you make it safely to the end, the end, the end. Don't say you're ridiculous, you're not even close. Don't wish for indifference, you're not one of those. We fall, but we always rise up through it all. We get a little wiser. There's things in life you simply need to know. But sun and rain and trust in letting go. It takes a bit of suffering, sleepless nights and wandering, before you make it safely to the end, the end, the end. And if you ever wonder, there is nothing wrong with a little thunder. There's things in life you simply need to know. About sun and rain and trust in letting go.
So what are y'all gonna miss from this?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss just like competitions in general, and just like definitely the traveling part. Like I know I won't get to travel like as much as I do this year, so
college bound.
Right.
I think this year I learned a lot about family specifically, just because this year personally for me was probably one of the hardest for me. And just being able to walk into this gym and like anybody to put a smile on my face really warms my heart.
I think family is something I learned a lot about this year. It's not really about the time you like have been here and have known each other, but I've met some of like the best friends that I hope to like stay in contact with.
I'm really gonna miss my team because it's just like another family for me.
I'm gonna miss the feeling of like walking through the door, and even if I had like a really rough day, like I'm walking into another family. It's probably gonna make me really sad when I don't see them every day, because I'm here like every day besides like Friday.
The feeling of being on stage with my team and walking off the mat with my team, knowing that we hit the best routine that we possibly could and that we left our heart on the floor.
After hitting like a solid routine and then like that like amazing feeling of like just hitting it and standing strong.
What I'm gonna miss the most is the people and the bonds I've created and how we love each other and the laughs that these people create, and I'm really gonna miss that.
What are you gonna miss about just the coaches and the staff here?
Kate and Robin, I love all the hugs backstage. Really like warms the heart before you go out there.
I love all three of my coaches that I've had for the past 2 years. They just keep us going overall, and they keep me motivated personally because they make me not settle as an athlete.
And yeah, they've just been definite role models. Like I've definitely grown because of them and looking up to them.
So it's great that I always had a support system being there for me whenever I was going through my highs and my lows. There were a couple of times when I just genuinely wanted to quit because I felt like I couldn't do it. But I know that I always had coaches and teammates right there cheering me on every step of the way.
And like a lot of the coaches have like become like second like family to me. So like they've helped me through a lot of things like outside of cheering. When my parents couldn't be there because they were going through stuff like illnesses, they were there for me. And one of the few times I've ever actually cried has probably been in this gym. It's just good to know you have that second support system.
personally, I talked to Robin because me and her have like kind of the same life story a little bit. There's always someone you can relate to on some kind of level.
Impacts, like this is the most vital time of your life when you're like impacted the most and you learn your values and you learn the kind of person you're going to be. And I feel like they really shaped me along with my parents, but like here I spent like almost my entire life at this gym.
Is there anybody you guys like want to give a special thank you to?
And I would like to give a big shout out to my parents because especially my mom and dad, because driving me back and forth, I can't drive, so they drive me back and forth. And then especially my dad for being one of my biggest cheerleaders. The crazy costumes, the blue wigs, the shiny jacket.
My parents, and then my dad for always supporting me, the sacrifices they made to like come home from school, like for my mom because she's a teacher, and drive me like straight to wherever I need to go, whether it was school events, cheer practice.
Well, I definitely want to thank my mom for like just working as hard as she did to keep me in cheer like all these years, and definitely want to thank my teammates, and definitely want to thank you, Nigel. You've been like a really big brother to me and stuff. So
I'd like to thank my parents. 14 years is a big commitment to cheerleading, and they've been supportive through it all the traveling weekends and all the times we didn't want to get up, and I'm very thankful for that.
I want to thank my family especially. My mom, since when I first started cheerleading 7 years ago, she worked so many events to pay for me to cheer, and that was very special because I know that she would do anything for me to be able to do this. And my dad and my sisters, even though they don't know the difference between a full down and a twisty thing, they're there to cheer me on no matter what.
I'd also like to thank my teammates for being accepting of me coming in like for my last senior year to spend on Tanzanite. They were very accepting. I'd just like to say thank you to Victory. Although I was only here 1 year, I'm glad it was my final destination, and I love you all.
I would like to thank Lauren and Jason because this would not be possible without them. They just, accepted me as an athlete and as like a young man, not only to be on a team here, but on the staff here, which is a huge role to play.
I love that my dad loves wearing the new Victory baseball jersey all the time, and I love that my mom likes to buy leggings that are Victory colors also, just like the coaches, really. I want to thank my parents also. Through the good and the bad times, your support and effort for me to follow my dreams really did not go unnoticed. I'm so thankful for that, and I hope I made you proud.
I want to thank my mom and dad because they go through a lot, and I know that like this like takes up a lot of time, and like we don't go on family vacations, we go on cheer vacations. So like just the fact that they like let me do something that I really am passionate about, and that they've like grown to love it themselves, because I know my dad probably wanted a boy who played hockey, not a girl who does cheerleading, and he is more than supportive about it, and my mom is more than supportive about it. And through her cancer and everything, she tried to get to every competition she could, and she would FaceTime my dad when she couldn't, and it just means a lot to me that they were there for me the whole time.
Most of all, I want to thank Leah and Todd, aka basically my mom and dad, because when I first started this sport, I was going through like a really, really tough time in my life in general. And then Leah and Todd, they both knew that like this was something that could possibly bring me happiness.
I'm proud of everyone here, and everyone's made an impact on me, and everyone sitting around me.
I love everyone in this building at Victory, and thank you, Lauren and Jason, for making this place possible, because I couldn't imagine myself anywhere else.
Cheers kind of like shaped me into who I am, because before this I felt like I was kind of lost, and then now I feel like I have a family, number one, and number two, I just feel like that I just have somewhere that I always can go to and call home.